Hi. I'm hearing from many managers and leaders that they're very challenged right now with ways to get their team members to be more accountable in this remote work environment, working from home. At the same time, I'm hearing from their team members that they wish they were in a team culture of trust and respect, and they resent having somebody look over their shoulders and micromanage. So there's clearly friction between these two things, accountability and trust. And I'm here to explain why that is and how these two things are related. I'll also show you what you can do to get both at the same time. For the best research-based practical advice, check out the new videos I publish every week. Please click subscribe so that you'll be sure not to miss a single one. Since masses of organizations sent employees and managers and leaders home to work in the wake of the coronavirus, new challenges have popped up. Many of my clients and my community members are describing being really frustrated by trying to find the right balance, the right mix of support and holding people accountable. They're trying to show team members, including the bosses, are trying to show that they're being productive and are struggling with ways to do that, and with the right way to ask for accountability or to expect accountability from others without being off-putting. They're also trying to keep morale up overall. So here's the thing to know about accountability and trust. We often push for accountability before there has been sufficient trust building. This would be like flooring the gas pedal, but still having your foot on the brake at the same time. You're not going to make forward progress. So let's let the brake pedal represent trust. The brakes are on trust because it's not sufficiently built. So we floor the gas pedal of accountability by putting more pressure there, making more noise about being productive and being accountable. But until we release that brake pedal some by building sufficient trust over time in consistent ways, we can't experience the forward motion that the gas pedal can get us. So ways to release the brake pedal are going to be geared around building trust. Ways to build trust, if you feel or hear that it's missing or that it's weak, are these. Show consistency. Our brains tune in to things that are threats, that are unexpected, that are surprises. All of those things are highly alarming, if not at a conscious level, at a subconscious level. So if any of those things are present in the work culture, those are working against accountability. So improve consistency. Consistency of showing up, of being present, of your words, of your behavior. Secondly, take time to truly listen to employees. That is trust building because it counteracts their suspicion that you don't care about them, that you're only in tell mode, or that you're only interested in making things work for you, for your benefit. So overdo the listening. So you're not in the tell mode most of the time. Sit back and actually listen to what they're saying and let them know they're heard. So ways to let them know they're heard is by the nonverbals, if you're on a video call, or perhaps when you're in person at some point, leaning forward, looking at their faces, right? Making some appropriate eye contact. Ways to subtly but noticeably let them know that you're with them, you're connecting with them, you hear what they say. And you don't have to be quick to comment, defend, deny, approve. Just listening is showing appreciation. So staff will feel appreciated and be more apt to feel like you are trustworthy just by the fact that you are listening without judgment and without the need to reply instantly. Lastly, the third thing that you can do right now to further build trust is to keep information flowing. So one of our core needs as humans is to know that we have access to information. That's even more important than what the information is. So do what you can to let them know that you are sharing what you know when you know it. Here's an interesting thing. Let's take a look at what a culture looks like when you have low versus high accountability focus and when you have low versus high trust in the environment. So take a look at this chart. When we have low focus on accountability, in other words, it doesn't seem important, managers and leaders aren't focusing especially hard on building accountability in the culture, and you currently have a low trust level of the environment, of the organization, of leaders, then here are some of the symptoms of that environment. So you'll probably have highly mobile staff. In other words, pretty robust turnover going on. Performance will be fairly low. You might see a lot of absenteeism. You might see a lot of presenteeism, meaning bodies are showing up, but there isn't a lot of putting their all into the work. So there's not a lot of engagement. Isolation, cynicism, sarcasm, very short-term focus, and accidental, not repeatable successes. Okay, those are what we see when we've got low focus on accountability and a low trust level. Let's now look at what we might see when we have a high focus on accountability in the culture and a low trust level. Okay, low trust, high focus on accountability. This is like flooring the gas pedal with the brake pedal on at the same time. You will see rifts, people talking about us and them. They do this, we can't do this. Growing cynicism, high turnover still, poor morale, sabotaging, burnout, bullying, shame, fear of risk-taking, fear of failure, hiding skill gaps or training needs. Okay, now let's look at high trust environments and how that differs. When we've got high trust in the environment already and a low focus on accountability, you'll see comfortable staff, you'll see mediocrity, you'll see straying focus without any repercussions, mission unclear, slower goal attainment, and the highest achievers tend to leave. And finally, when we have high accountability, I'm making a matrix here, high accountability and high trust at the same time, high focus on accountability while there's high trust. So this would be like gas pedal to the floor, brake pedal completely off. Here we have satisfying challenge that feels good to people. Self-selecting staff. In other words, they're in it for the longer haul and they're interested in growing with the organization. There's a strong culture, strong set of values that is visible. There's excitement and passion. There's risk-taking and failure even modeled by leadership. Learning and improvement are focuses and people are able to reach their goals. Sound good to you? So that's what we're shooting for, is high trust and high accountability at the same time. Remember those three. I hope this has been helpful. Comment below and let me know one thing that you think you can start doing right away to increase accountability and or build trust in your environment. So now you know how things can backfire when you push for accountability before you've sufficiently built the trust. But what about all the other challenges that are exacerbated by this sudden work from home mode and for the potential of working from home more often, working remotely into the future? I've written a guide with the best brain-friendliest tips for such occasions, and the link is in the description. You can download it there. I also have a free private Facebook group for other professionals who are interested in smart ways to work, lead, and manage. There's also a link for that group in the description. If you like this video, please be sure to hit like and watch for more videos like this on this topic coming soon. Thanks.